Talk about the first time somebody zeroed me. I have never actually been zeroed by someone else. I zeroed myself. Twice. Twice, if we're being honest. It wasn't a true zero. When you say you zero someone, usually that means like you hit them so hard that it massacres all the way to the max tier troops they have and it completely destroys them. My zeroing was I pumped my flare up on a server merge to like, oh god, was it 14,000 leadership? I forget. It's been so long. I pumped my flare up from like 4,000 leadership to 14,000 leadership during a server merge or before a server merge. The server merged. We were on 130, I think. We server merged to 230 something. And this other enemy guild was Mass, M-A-S, and they had a player called Species. And I remember this story better now. I remember the story better now because I've told it a few times. And I want to say that I actually didn't even have an Ares Hall yet. He had an Ares Hall. I was still in the Leviathan. And I full marched into his Chief with tier 5. I think it was Chief. And I had Flare. Maybe tier 4. And I just got decimated. I don't even think I had... I couldn't even fill all my slots. My leadership was so high and my troop count was so low. Because back then, remember, when you're, you know, Arc Hall 14, 16, 15, whatever, you hadn't really spent any money. And it was really hard to get the resources needed to keep your research going, to keep your buildings going 2 and 3 at a time. So you never had enough money to keep your research going all the time and build an army. So, you know, the troops I had, I'd spend good coin on. I didn't want to lose them. Well, I had the Leviathan Hall. I didn't have the Ares Hall. So when my 14,000 flare went face first into that guy's Chief and got basically one shot, my troops limped home and I had nowhere to put all my troops. I think I had like a hospital size of like 2,400. Like, oh, it was bad. It was bad. Basically, I had to start over, you know.